Hello YouTube, my Captain on Team Games. Today we're on Project Cars, which is a new game that came out on the 6th that I did download yesterday and buy yesterday. I've played a little bit of it. I'm going to be starting a new campaign because I don't really like the game mode I went into. But it's a pretty awesome game. Essentially, you can find it on Steam. It's actually $50, which is lower than the normal $60 for a new game. But this game, I have a controller plugged in always, so I can't really use my keyboard unless I completely unplug my keyboard, my controller. So I'm going to be using my controller. I'm going to be typing in and using my mouse, obviously. But I definitely do recommend if you guys do try out this if you haven't already. But you see, when you click new, you just decide this. And actually, unlike most racing games, you can have multiple game saves going at once. But I'm going to stop talking and go into this. It's gonna be John. I don't know, I'm just picking a random name. Hamilton. I don't know why, I just read it over here, so I'm just like, you know what? Why not? Why not make it YouTube name? Now, actually, that's like an in-game, social media site, which is a pretty cool thing. You can also view emails and stuff. So, car number is just going to be 27. Okay, next. And then you decide what kind of tier you want to do. So, prototype, essentially, that's like the cars that are at, if you don't know what it is, the 24 Hours at Le Mans, which is a race in Le Mans, France. They're just really fast cars. We're going to go with Formula Golf. I'm not really sure what this is, but whatever. Alright, then you can go to your inbox. And then these are like just emails. I'm not going to read through them, but home, calendar. Now you actually have to go through a qualifying race before you're able to do the race itself. Ooh, United Arab Emirates. I've played on this track in some other games. It's a pretty nice track. I like this one. Alright, let's get straight into it. Now, the controls, it's like really challenging to use certain cars that are really fast. Obviously, at some point I do want to buy a steering wheel for it. Now, when you start out, you're not actually in control. And unlike a lot of games, the controls for using the right stick are a bit like, I don't know what to say. They're not backwards, but like, they're not what you'd expect. So I'm going to try not to mess around with that. And then you press X to change your view. I'm not sure what it is on the keyboard or on an actual steering wheel, which I want to buy. What I mean, if you're holding down the right trigger while going into turn, then most likely, in my case, like I completely spin out. Now this is just the qualifying, so this doesn't matter. Your lap times don't matter. Nothing really matters, to be honest with you, out of this. What matters is you finish, and that also you don't go off the track too much. And actually, I don't think that matters anyway if you go off the track, because if you go off the track, and this, it says it doesn't count your lap time, but your lap time isn't counted anyway, because this is just the qualifying. And basically, to qualify, I mean, it's not going to say you can't compete in the race, so you don't really need to qualify, unlike an actual racing. Now, this car, I actually sort of like the handling of. I didn't try this before. The one I tried before was Touring Tier 4. And I'm not sure the car I was in, but to be honest, I didn't really like it. It seemed to slip a lot. And then also in free driving, which is an option I'll show you after we do this qualifying, I guess, or after we do an actual race in it. That essentially allows you to pick any car you want on any track you want. That's pretty cool. You can choose any car. I actually did that in a McLaren P1, and that was a car that I'm talking about where it was really fast, where if you had right trigger going while you were turning, then it was really challenging to do. So that's something to think about when you're not used to games like this. But for me, I mean, you kind of figure out how it works after a bit. But this car, I really like the handling of, to be honest. And the interior view is really nice. This car, actually, if you look at a side-by-side comparison of the real thing to the game, like real life on the same track in the same car, they look really similar, like almost exactly the same. And so I really like this game from what I've played of it. I haven't played that much. I tried online, but in my case, that's really laggy. But I mean, to be honest, I didn't really get it for online because I just really wanted to try out the campaign. Because it looked pretty awesome to me. This game, from what I understand, was delayed a lot. But if you guys were waiting for it, let me know what you think of it if you got it. Because I wasn't really looking up to it, like waiting for it to come out. But I looked on. I had it in my mind that it existed, and I wanted to buy a new game on Steam. So I just looked and I saw it was in new releases. So I'm like, huh, I might as well try this out. So it's pretty awesome, and definitely recommend you do try it out because, as I said, it's really fun. And when I do buy a racing wheel, it'll be even better because a racing wheel with actual gas pedals is like driving. And also, a cool feature that if you do have a racing wheel, the racing wheel that's actually in the car, you can get rid of your arms in that racing wheel because the racing wheel that you own, that's actually a physical racing wheel, it's not on the screen, would take up that amount of space. And some people, I think, got confused by the fact that there's two racing wheels then, the one that you're holding and then the one on the screen. So you have the option to disable that when you have a racing wheel plugged in, which I think is pretty cool. Now obviously at the moment I don't use a racing wheel, so I'm not sure what effect that would have, what advantage or disadvantage that would give. But when I do end up getting a racing wheel, I feel that that'll probably end up giving an advantage to me. So, let me know what you guys think of that if you guys do use a racing wheel. I'm in position 2. I thought it didn't count positions because it's only the qualifying. I guess it doesn't really matter. Now, is this guy on the same lap as... Oh, wait, no, position 2. Okay, you have, in qualifying, specific people you're supposed to beat. Lap time invalid, that's what I mean. And I kind of got pushed off the side there. Now, that was partly my fault. But, oh, crap. And you can turn on realistic damage and stuff like that. So that essentially means like you lose wheels and stuff. Which in Formula 1 open wheel racing, which is what I'm doing right now, I'm pretty sure it's Formula 1. At least I know it's an open wheel race car. That's something you really gotta watch out for because the wheels do come off quite easily, and after that it's really hard to recover, I feel. Because I couldn't, this was during the online race, because it was just mayhem with a bunch of people in the open wheel race cars, and like 2 people made it out of the finish without getting completely destroyed. So, that's something that's you gotta watch out for. But other than that, I think I really like everything about it. Now, personally, I'm not going to turn on realistic damage for the campaign, at least. But, online, it's not really your choice. Whoever hosts the game really gets to decide whether or not you do realistic damage. But you get there's a lot of options. I'll go into the options menu after this. Because there's a wide array of, like, a lot of stuff, anything you want to do. Now, I'm not sure how many laps there are on the qualifying on this. I know for the last thing, it was actually only 2 laps for qualifying, I think. It might have been 3 laps for qualifying, actually. But, I like how there's the qualifying, and then there's the other part of it. But, I really like this overall, I gotta say. There's a wide variety of cars. If you look at the list on the, website of this, it's a huge list, and I really like that there's a lot of different options. There's also a lot of maps. Now, if you guys like free roam type games, you're not gonna like this, but I like both, to be honest. I personally, my favorite type of game is free roam, but this has actually gotten me into liking racing games more so than I did previously. So I definitely recommend. Once again, it's a great game. I'll continue to be uploading this on my channel because I'm going to continue to play it, so obviously I'm going to continue to upload it. But let me know if you guys do want to see more. Either way I'm going to, but I want to know your guys' opinions on the game. So, that doesn't make sense. That guy's behind me now. How am I in 8th place? Because I was in 7th place when I was behind him. Now, that's the guy I'm supposed to be in front of, is my point. That he's green. And then there's also a red guy. So in qualifying, you have people you're pinned up against to make it in, but really, in reality, it's just a time you have to beat, I guess. But you don't really have to beat it, I guess it's just there. Actually, no, it's not done by laps. You see, we have 2 minutes left, 2 minutes 30 seconds. I think I'm just gonna go into free drive after this, and then we'll do more of the actual campaign in the next video of it, which will probably be out tomorrow, because I really want to do a lot of videos on this, because this game is really fun. And then also there's a helmet view. There's a lot of views, and I like that. And some racing games in GTA fail at this, the fact that the mirrors don't actually work in a lot of them. I don't see why. It's something so simple, and to be honest, I feel like it makes a large change to it. Some people would disagree and be like, well, it's unnecessary, why would you do that? I just feel it adds a bit more realism to the game, and I really like that. I don't know why, but I want to know your thoughts on that, because I don't know why it makes such a big difference to me. Some people don't care at all, some people share my opinion. I don't know what it is about it, it's just... And also I like to see behind me, but it's not really about the functionality of it. There's something I can't quite explain that I like about it. But, yeah, let's just take a look at the car we're in right now. So, and what I mean is actually in a lot of racing games or games where you can view around your car, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if I'm just thinking this thought's just in my mind, that when you press right on the right stick, it would make you, kind of like go around to the left. Not when you're on the interior. I feel like that I don't know why. It feels like it should be inverted, but I don't know why it would. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense, you know what I mean? But, we just got, like, 50 seconds left, about. Now this game, and along with GTA 5 in first person, I don't know why, but normally when I use an HDMI, it says out of range. Now, for this game, what I did is I have to restart my computer, and then right after my computer restarts, I start it, and it doesn't say the out of range thing. But with GTA 5, I just run at windowed borderless max pixels, and it gives the same effect as full screen. But this, there's no really options for that, to do that. And I know you would have to go into settings on Steam to change it, but I couldn't figure out how to do that when I was having the problem. But what I figured out is that just restart my computer, and then right when it restarts, start the thing. Okay, wait, that wasn't qualifying?
The race just given you a warning for cutting the track, so you've got to start respecting track limits. Keep it between the white lines.
Okay, and then they talk to you at random points like that. And we're just going to exit out so we can view the menus and stuff. That was just kind of an insight into the game. I'm obviously going to do more of it later on. But, we'll see more about that. Let's just go back to the main screen. I'm going to be using my mouse for this part. Where is it? It's somewhere. And there's your garage, the Steam store, which I guess you can buy DLC in, my profile, options, and help. Gameplay, there we go. Turn on all your assistants or not. Visual only, mechanical features no, tire wear slow, fuel usage slow, auto start engine yes. Authenticity and on-screen guide to display. HUD level full mirror off. I don't know why that is. I don't really know what that means, but basically these are some of the options you have, and then that's not even all the options. That's just gameplay controls. And what's nice about this is it recognizes that I'm using an Xbox One controller. With GTA, it just thinks it's in Xbox 360. Alright, but let's see if I can change it. Oh, custom wheel, low fidelity, custom wheel, keyboard and mouse. Microsoft side, I don't know. I need to get pedals and a keyboard. Let's just get back to the Xbox One remote. I don't want to mess this up. Maybe I should have gone the other way. I didn't realize how many types of steering wheels there are. There we go. Xbox One controller. Oh, where's default? Default. There we go. I don't even want to deal with that. Gearing, automatic. Configuration, not gonna mess with that because it's fine here. Alright. So there's a lot of options there. Visuals, whatever there. Performance, 25 hertz. Okay, I didn't realize that the refresh rate was that low. I'm pretty sure my monitor is 60 Hertz, but I don't know if the HDMI can do that, if that's the max of the monitor. I know an HDMI can't output 144 Hertz, I'm pretty sure. But basically there's a lot of options. I'm not going to go through all these, but let's just go back real quick. Let's do free practice. Let's do, I'm not going to finish this race. We're just going to start it because we can. Let's just start it real quick. I'm not going to finish it. I just want to show you guys what I meant about the McLaren P1 that kind of caused me trouble. And then you just start right away when you're here. I didn't look at the interior of the McLaren last time, but the McLaren actually accelerates, in my experience, faster than the car I was just in, I think. But I don't know what it is. You're gonna find yourself riding the wall sometimes, I guess. But like, you're gonna start spinning in circles if you're holding accelerate too much while you're turning, which I guess is true about cars in general. But I don't really care if my lap time is valid. See what I mean? It's kind of like you're drifting right in place. Let's just accelerate real quick. I was trying to do a drift there. I'm not sure what the handbrake is. Well, anyway. I'm gonna do more of this very soon. But thank you for watching the video, and if you did enjoy it, please leave a like and up. So more than you know, and I hope to see you next time.